is Tracy Beaker, and these are my survival files. Your essential guide to the ups and downs of growing up.
Tracy!
Tracy! Life in the dumping ground has taught me a lot about stuff.
Tracy Beaker.
Scary stuff. Complicated stuff. Stuff that can make you want to scream. If you can cope with the stuff that goes down in this place, you can cope with pretty much anything. I've spent most of my life here. First when I was a kid, and now it's where I work. I've learnt a lot about friends. About enemies. About what life can throw at you. It's not always been pretty, but it's made me who I am today. And now I'm passing on my wisdom to you guys in a video blog. Pay attention, I've lived through all this, so you don't have to. On the Tracy Beaker survival files this time, rules. What's the point of them? Are they really made just to be broken? And what happens when you do? Rules. We all have to live with them.
Justin Littlewood's got a TV in her room. I want one too.
What happened to the rule about knocking?
Must have run away with the rule about TVs.
We might not agree with them,
Shove off, weed. You know the rules. Boys aren't allowed in girls' rooms.
but there's no getting away from them.
I'm sorry. Rules are rules.
The first thing you need to know about rules, they look very different depending which side you're on. If you've made the rules, they'll seem completely fair and reasonable. If you have to obey them, not so much.
Come on, Tracy, it's bedtime.
I always knew there had to be rules. I just didn't see why they should apply to me.
Better not go to bed then.
You'll be like a zombie at school tomorrow.
Oh, nag. Oh, Cam!
Look, I mean it. We need to set a few basic rules.
Rules? I don't need rules. Rules are the last thing I need after a lifetime at the dumping ground.
Tracy, you are going to bed now, and that's final.
You don't want a foster daughter. You just want someone you can boss around. Well, that's not me, and I'm not changing. Maybe you should be the one to change. For a change. Good night.
This was not what I thought being fostered by Cam would be like.
Look, I was just trying to get through to you. The rules were there because I loved you, not just to randomly torment you.
I was trying to get through to you. I don't do rules.
But you have to have rules, otherwise you just end up with a chaotic mess.
I thought you liked chaotic mess.
Why would I...
I'm just going by some of your hairstyles over the years.
Well, obviously I like chaotic mess, or I never would have ended up fostering you.
Ah, thanks.
OK, look, I know I've never been brilliant with rules myself, but when I agreed to foster you, I tried to give you some discipline and boundaries. It was for your own good.
For my own good. Yeah, that's what they all said. But there were so many rules. The dumping ground kids today have it easy. In my day, it was 24/7 wall-to-wall bossiness. Tidy up, do the chores, no sneaking out, no sneaking in, time for bed, now time to get up.
How lovely are these?
We weren't allowed to have pets.
Oh, what are you going to do with those? What? These are beautiful giant African land snails. That one's Speedy and that one's Gonzales. Where are they from? Class 6, worth a fortune. Need special daily care. And I'm looking after them for the whole weekend.
But we're not allowed to have pets here, Tracy.
Everyone else gets a chance to look after them. How unfair is that? Why should kids with parents get all the snails all the time?
We weren't allowed to go on sleepovers.
Sleepover? What sleepover?
Everyone's going.
Well, you must have known that you can't go.
What?
It's the rules.
We can't go because we're in care. We'll appeal against the stupid rules.
We weren't even allowed to invite our friends to our home, not without getting permission from about 1 million different people. So, of course, I decided to do things the Beaker way.
So, where are the dogs then? Must be their tea time. Wait here while I go and get a security pass.
Is that going to be a problem?
For me? Ha! Nobody says no to Tracy Beaker.
No. No visitors, not tonight.
But...
Tracy, do you understand the meaning of the word no?
Of course I do. No means... Yes! Great, let's go.
See what I mean about rules seeming different from different sides? Jenny thought she was being completely reasonable. I didn't agree. So I decided to ignore her completely. Anyway, what did they think we were going to do? Burn the place down?
This isn't allowed, is it?
I'm allowed. Well, not allowed exactly. It's a flexible rule. Definitely no boys and girls' rooms.
That sounds flexible. It's just a definitely that has me worried. We get punished if I get caught.
What could they do to me? I'd never squid on anyone. Even Justine Littlewood.
Okay, but I'd hate to get a mate into trouble.
Mate? Don't worry, no one will find you. Food.
Smells good.
You want some? I'll get room service.
Just look at that. Perfect.
You know, Jake, you're probably the best cook in the world.
What are you after?
Me? Nothing. Just a couple of slices in my room.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'll get the hand servants to bring them up on a silver platter.
No need, I'll just help myself.
No, you don't.
Another rule I didn't agree with, so I made up my own rules.
Tracy. Tracy?
And took the pizza.
Hold it right there. What are these?
It's obvious they've been planted there, so I get the blame.
Could it get any worse? Yeah.
Who's that? Tracy Beaker. Gotcha.
I'd managed to sneak Ben past the staff.
I wonder if Jenny knows about your private visitor. Justine, please. We don't snitch in the dumping ground.
But Justine Littlewood never could keep her nose out of other people's business or keep her big mouth shut. And she was about to break the most important unwritten rule of the dumping ground. Never snitch.
Tracy, what about your friend?
What friend?
Her boyfriend in her bedroom, of course. Any ketchup?
This is a violation of my human rights. The United Nations would see you now. You'd be for it.
Tracy, tell me the truth. Do you have anything you'd like to say to me before we go in? Is there anybody in your bedroom?
No! I mean, yes. How come no one ever believes me, huh? A brief written apology would be fine. Or you could talk to my lawyers.
Oh, maybe I was a bit hasty. I suppose I should give even you, Tracy, the benefit of the doubt occasionally. I suppose I did jump to conclusions.
It's okay. Wrong number.
Tracy Beaker.
Jenny thought she was doing the right thing. You can't have strangers wandering about in a house full of kids, of course. Ben wasn't a stranger, he was my mate, so I didn't understand why Jenny got so cross. But now, I think I do. Because now I'm the one who's supposed to enforce the rules. Which often feels weird, because I still identify with the kids.
Sapphire, this just came.
I remember how amazing it felt to get a letter from a parent. Especially when it was good news.
Are you joking me? Ah! My dad's got me 2 tickets for tomorrow night. How cool is that? Because my dad's like a roadie, so we'll probably even go backstage and meet Dizzy and his crew. Gina, it's gonna be so wicked. You know I so have to go, yeah?
No.
Why? No way.
You no way.
You are joking me.
Look, let's not go through it again.
I hate you.
My job can be tough in a lot of ways, but the worst part by miles is making sure everyone sticks to the rules. Because sometimes it seems that those rules are just unfair. What's going on?
You lot stopping me from going to the gig. It's like being in prison.
Wait! I'm not stopping you from going anywhere. Why won't Gina let you go?
Because she doesn't want me to see my dad.
Well, she must have a reason. But I also know that lots of rules are there for a reason. So I'm stuck in the middle, trying to bring the two sides together.
Yeah, if I tell you, just be on their side.
Try me.
The last time I went out with my dad, I stayed out quite late because he was packing up the gear and everything.
How late?
But it wasn't that bad.
How late?
Call the police late. And that's why Mac and Gina won't let me see him.
Because you stayed out too late with your dad? There must be more to it than that, Sapphire.
The thing is, I kind of accidentally got on the tour bus just to speak to my dad, but then I fell asleep.
Well, that could happen to anyone.
Exactly.
Which makes me think there's still more to it. Well, if you don't trust me, then...
All right. Customs man found me.
What?
He was checking for passports and saw me under these coats.
Passports?
Look, I didn't know we'd gone to Amsterdam. I'd been asleep on the ferry. The thing is, though, I just wanted to be with my dad so much.
I knew exactly where Sapphire was coming from. I'd been there. It's okay. All those times when I'd been desperate to see my mum. So, I decided to step in. Sapphire and I shared a bond. We were both dumping ground kids, and I had to make Mike and Gina understand. How could a silly misunderstanding about a curfew be more important than the relationship between a dad and his daughter? This was rules gone mad. At least, that's what I thought at first. Sapphire told me what happened with her dad. You've got to let her go and see him. These kids spend their lives away from the people they love most.
But those people aren't always the best for us.
That doesn't mean we're not allowed to see them.
But her dad, to put it mildly, isn't fit to take care of her without supervision. Have you seen her yellow phone? Here. Read that. In fact, read all of them. The fact is, we're the ones who care for Sapphire. Would you let her see her father on her own?
They were right, but I still felt caught in the middle. I could see Mike and Gina's point of view, but I could also see Sapphire's. However unreliable her dad is, he's still her dad. I know exactly how she felt. So I knew she tried to sneak out anyway.
Someone must be popular.
That's what I would have done when I was her age. But I didn't have a grown-up Tracy Beaker there to stop me. Going somewhere?
Yeah? What's it got to do with you?
What do you think? I was the one that said let's build up some trust.
You can trust me.
Sure. Last time it was Amsterdam. What's next? Join the circus?
That was my dad's fault.
Yeah, right.
Look, get out of my way or get paint on my clothes.
You are not going anywhere. Even if I have to lock you inside here myself. Now give me the tickets. Give me the tickets!
Fine. Satisfied?
Sapphire was gutted about those tickets, but she forgave me, eventually. We're well over it now. We can even laugh about it. Right, Sapphire?
The Disney tickets. The best night of my life, which never happened thanks to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Saph. But if it's any consolation, I hated doing it.
Oh, yeah, because that makes everything better.
You know I don't like enforcing rules just for the sake of it, but this time the rules made sense.
The thing is, you say you're on our side, Beaker, but when it comes down to it, you're just another control freak care worker. No offence.
Actually, Saph, that is pretty offensive.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go now if that's allowed.
She doesn't really mean that.
I do mean it.
She doesn't. But you see what I mean about rules. It's all about your point of view. So what have we learnt so far about rules to put into the Tracy Beaker survival files? Rules are something that we all have to get used to. There are good reasons for most rules, though it might not seem that way to the people who have to follow them. In a way, I'm in the perfect position in the dumping ground. As an adult, I can see why rules have been made, but I also know how rules affect the kids, especially when they seem unfair. It can be tough to be stuck in the middle, like when I fell out with Sapphire over the tickets, even though we've sorted it all out now.
Have we, Beaker?
Normally rules have been put in place for a reason, but sometimes you have to see the bigger picture before you can appreciate that. Like with Jackie and her grandpa. They had been a great team, until he got sent to an old people's home and she ended up in the dumping ground.
I want my grandpa home, and I'm home now.
Jackie?
Run a nursing home. You people couldn't even run a bath.
Jackie, we really need to have a proper talk about your grandpa.
Well, what do you know about it?
It It didn't seem right that Jackie's grandpa was stuck in this home. So we decided to spring him out of there. Rules or no rules.
It's so unfair.
You poor grandpa.
Well, I've had just about enough. It's time for action.
I trust you'll be in need of some expert assistance. Binoculars.
Check.
Tins of food.
Check.
Can opener.
Check.
Lemon-scented baby wipes.
Lemon-scented what?
Trust me, they're great.
Let's roll.
Go, go, go!
There he was. So we took our opportunity to bust him out of that place and get him back home where he belonged.
Norma, what are you doing here?
I'm taking you home, Grandpa.
About blooming time.
After all, what was he going to do? Set the place on fire?
Is it burning?
Grandpa!
Hello, Norma. Just trying to get a blaze going.
What, the entire house? And why does it keep calling you Norma?
I soon realised that things were not as simple as I thought. It wasn't just boring rules that were keeping Jackie's grandpa in the home. There was a good reason why he needed to be there.
Mince and beans. Just like the old days, eh, Norma?
For the last time. Her name isn't... Shelley.
What do you think you're doing? Letting her in? I don't think so.
But your grandpa, he's not very well.
He's fine. He's just tired. You open that door, I'll never talk to you again.
There'll be less earache for me then. Hiya, Shelley. Come to join in our little sit-in. Run! Jackie!
Jackie! Jackie!
It was obvious that Jackie's grandpa needed help, but Jackie wasn't ready to accept it yet.
He thinks she's someone called Norma.
Jackie's mum. My dad was the same way.
Your dad?
He had Alzheimer's disease, the same as Jackie's grandpa. I looked after him for a long time till I couldn't cope anymore.
You had to look after your dad.
Eventually, Jackie and her grandpa had to face up to the truth.
But your grandpa can't look after you anymore. He needs looking after.
Shelley was right. After everything we'd done to save Jackie's grandpa, we realised that he was in the right place to begin with. It was so sad. I really wanted a happy ending for Jackie and her grandpa, but the rules were right this time. There was no way he could live at home. He just wasn't well enough. And as you get older, you learn to appreciate that some rules have a point.
Has anyone discovered where that nasty smell's coming from?
It's definitely not the bathrooms, all right?
Take a whiff outside Gussie's bedroom. It's enough to melt your nose.
Right, come on.
Boys,
Sure.
come on. You all right?
Oh, it's been worse since Wednesday when it was sunny.
Chris is back from his dad's tomorrow. We've got to sort it out by then.
Right, I'm going in.
Sometimes breaking the most tiny, trivial rule can have really stinky consequences. Okay, I let Gus take food to his room. And yeah, some of it did end up a tiny bit past its sell-by date. But was that such a terrible crime?
This happened.
Oh, somebody's been letting Gus eat in his room.
Tracy Beaker. It was disgusting. Apart from the smell, Lord knows what all those
creepy, crawly, slimy things could have passed on.
You know, there are places where maggots are a delicacy.
Well, not in Elm Tree House. This is why the young people are not allowed to eat in a room. This is why we have rules.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to be a bit flexible.
No, Tracy, you cannot pick and choose which rules to suit yourself.
Why not?
Because we end up with maggots under the beds.
I didn't start out intending to breed maggots. What happened was Gus had been having a few bad days. He needed a bit of space, and I thought I could make an exception to the rules, just once or twice.
Tracy let me have sausages in my bedroom Monday, curry in my bedroom Thursday, and fish in my bedroom Friday. And that helped make all those days good days.
My number one priority is doing what's best for the dumping ground young people, and sometimes that means bending the rules. Like when Lily had her accident and moved in with me and Cam. The rules said that Lily couldn't have any visitors unless Cam was there. Lily was so lonely.
It's not fair.
Oh, Lily, come on.
Why can't Tracy look after us?
Because I'm not allowed anyone from the dumping ground here without Cam.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I know it probably seems that way. But if anything went wrong, Mike could be responsible.
But nothing would go wrong.
Yeah, but we can't take that chance.
She missed her friend so much. I couldn't stand it. Lily, look, I know it's a stupid rule, but stupid rules deserve to be broken. Don't tell Cam.
Surprise! Calm and tame.
Oh, quick, get to the bedroom. No, never mind, just get away.
What was that?
That was just Lily deciding what she was having for tea.
Oh. Thanks for doing this, Tracy.
No problem. You just concentrate on your meeting.
Lily, your flat's lovely. Yeah, it's really nice and clean. There's so much stuff.
Phone.
Oh, got it.
Thanks. Bye, Lily.
See ya. It was good of you to invite the girls over. I know you're just trying to cheer me up. I really need it after the accident.
I know. I would have done anything to put a smile on your face.
Yeah. I know you meant well. You always do.
That's true.
It's just like every time you mess up and you get everyone into trouble, it always did come from a good place.
What do you mean every time?
Just saying. Your Beaker special plans don't always go as you plan.
I don't know why I bother.
Goatee, modelling a cheeky little creation. Available to buy for the bargain price of £1,000. And Carmen, looking absolutely stunning in the Pièce de Résistance.
The afternoon started brilliantly. It was just what Lily needed.
Phone's ringing.
Yes, lady in the front row.
Phone's ringing.
Oh.
Hello?
Tracy, can you come back?
But the fun was soon over for me. I got called back to the dumping ground and had to get Sapphire over to babysit ASAP, which wasn't exactly within the rules.
Thank you.
As Saph was technically still a kid herself. But what were they going to do? Set the place on fire?
I couldn't believe when I got there, you'd let those three run wild.
I'd let them run wild, the control freak care worker.
Kids need some boundaries, you know.
Except you, apparently.
I'm not a kid. I'm older, I know what I'm doing. Right, you sort out the pigsty, I'll go and make lunch. So, yet again, I had to sort out your mess. I got the girls to clean up and I laid down a few ground rules.
But you hate rules?
Stupid rules. My rules make sense, so that's different.
This is the thing. Rules always seem reasonable to the person who's made them. It all depends on who's in charge.
What are you doing?
Face masks.
Put Sapphire in control, and she's like a sergeant major. And she did a pretty good job. At first.
I need water.
If only the chilies hadn't got mixed into the girls' face packs.
What's wrong? Carmen, what have you done? My eyes are burning.
I haven't done nothing.
Oh, you idiots! You saw me chopping chilies on here!
Chilies? Are you joking? Saffron will go...
No, Carmen!
So they did set the place on fire. Unlucky, really. That usually doesn't happen. Much.
Oh, it's okay. I'm here now. It's all right, you're safe, okay? Don't cry.
We're not crying. It's because of the chilies.
Saf, what happened?
Look, don't blame me. I put the fire out.
Tracy!
Cam wasn't exactly overjoyed. And Mike wasn't too impressed either.
Are you on some kind of mission to put all the kids into hospital?
No, I just can't believe you lied to me and Mike.
I was doing it for Lily.
It's totally irresponsible. You left 4 children on their own.
You made me come back here.
When are you going to learn? Rules are there for a reason.
They're not, though. In any other family, she'd be allowed mates over.
Look, we've been through this.
But I'm the only reason you fostered her, and now you won't give me any say.
I suppose rules are there for a reason. Trouble is, you don't always find out what the reason is till it's too late. And by that time, you've got a bed full of maggots or a burning flat. So maybe it's best to stick to the rules. Unless you've got a good reason for breaking them. Or you really, really want to. So, what's the lowdown on rules then to upload into my survival files? Well, usually rules are there for a reason. And whether you like the rules or not, usually depends on whether you agree with the reason. It's easy to get caught up in your own point of view, and sometimes not get why a particular rule might be a good thing. If a rule really is unfair, it is worth finding out why it's there. It might be that if you discuss it, both sides can agree to change it a bit. And if you are tempted to break a rule, think really carefully before you do about what might happen. It's funny, sometimes the very people who complain about the rules the most will be the first to start making them once they get the chance. And a suggestion from a care home control freak to Sergeant Major Sapphire. Clean up after you cook, and you won't end up with chilies mixed into a homemade face pack. So that's the Beaker Guide to Rules, safely uploaded to the Tracy Beaker survival files. More gems of wisdom from my experiences next time. And you know the rules, do not miss it. Remember, I've been through all this, so you don't have to.
Law one, I fought the law, the law one, I fought the law, and the law one, I fought the law, and the law one, I fought the law, and the law one, I fought the law,
Guys, brand new Friday download Ips up next, but you've probably heard that it's the finals of Euro 2012 this Sunday, and CBBC is doing its very own commentary. If you press your red button, you can check it all out, and also we want you guys to get involved. Maybe having a 2012 party, maybe you're going to Kiev itself. We want you guys to email in CBBC Extra, that's CBBC Extra at cbbc.co.uk. Tell us where you're having your 2012 party, and we might phone you during the match, but please include your phone number and get permission from a parent or a guardian, because no permission.
No interaction with the commentary. Hey, I'm not going to Kiev, Ian.
Why not? Because you're checking?
Yes!
1-0. 1-0.
Now, listen here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have rebranded young Kellogg today. With this, I give you Kell 2.0.
There we go. Yeah, wow.
Oh, he's flattened his hair down.
Oh, I'm in my own clothes.
Yeah.
You haven't rebranded me at all.
I think you'll agree we've achieved perfection.
I think you'll agree that this is ridiculous. I've spent my whole afternoon getting dressed up in silly outfits, falling on the floor, now my hair's flat, and it's just where we began.
Mate, you don't have to thank us. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah. All in a day's works.
It's all in a day work for us, mate. It's what we do. It's what we guys do. So I bet to email in about Euro 2012. Where are you guys celebrating? That's us done for this week, innit? All we've got left to say is up next we have got...
Brand new Friday download! With What's your name? Kel 2.0.